Hi, so this is me in the reward tiers video to let you know the exciting things that I have to offer for my Kickstarter fundraiser. Just a little bit of context. I want to say that I'm really, in a way, sending up a beacon flare to the world to express the fact that I'm sitting on something really phenomenal and amazing and, miraculous and beautiful and mesmerizing and all of these things and engaging. And I do have areas of support. I have a great community and good friends and an amazing editor. But I'm kind of doing it alone in some ways. There's some areas missing. And so this Kickstarter is actually a really big kind of call for support and help, which I do need. My backup plan is just to resolve to whatever resources I have and break forth and try and make it happen, which I'm determined to do. But the easier way is if the world is like, oh, God, this sounds amazing. Sure, let's do this together, And I would be honored to have that support, knowing that people are waiting on something incredible and that I get to deliver it. Anyways, rewards. So the reward tiers, I did say there's three things. One, the reward tiers carry over. So if you have reward 5, you also get rewards 1, 2, 3, and 4. Another thing is that the shipping costs are inclusive of your pledge, so you don't have to do any other costs. The only thing is if there's a minimal cost for ebooks or Audible books that I can't get around, which I'll keep minimal. We'll get to it. And then the third thing is a lot of stuff will be ready to go right away. So you'll get some fun stuff in the mail almost immediately. So the reward tiers, it begins with ebooks and audiobooks for both book 1 and book 2. Then I'm going to do a fun print run of stickers, and you'll have your essential I support the art sticker, which everyone should have one of these. There's a color sticker of the original art for the series. And then there's going to be 2 surprise stickers, which I scoured my art fill department to figure out, and we're going to go from there. Anyways, so those are the stickers, and that's the plan. Next tier is a kind of a neat thing. Like, imagine if Stephen King, made you a bookmark and signed it, that kind of thing. I'm going to make laminated, personalized bookmarks for the series and for the Kickstarter fundraiser. It has the original inscription from book 1, dedicated to you, a bringer of peace. And on the back, this is where it gets interesting. There's an authenticity stamp of 01 for our first run. There's an actual out-of-print 1 cent stamp, and then it's numbered in the number of bookmarks that are going to happen. And then there'll be, to you, or just maybe you want me to address it to a loved one, there'll be a nice little message here and signed by the author, which is this guy. Next is a color print, numbered and dated, of the original art for the series. And I'll be making a print run just for those who pledge, pretty much. That's awesome. Next is your own copy of Under the Shelter of the Crimson Law, book 1. Amazing. And it comes signed and with authenticity stamps. However, I am sending, the book is getting shipped, and then I'm sending you labels to put in the back, which make it authentic to Feel the Compress, which is my indie press kind of banner. And I'm also going to have a personalized message to you or someone you care about, and that's the plan. Do you know what I didn't do? I have it in a fireproof safe. You'll see it in the other video, but I have the manuscript of book 1, Under the Shelter of the Crimson Law. It's over 1,400 pages, mostly these long pages, but there's a few rare coil-lined ones and some shorter ones from when I started, but this is what I resolved with. And all of those manuscript pages, in really cool insights, right at the beginning, from the very start, I dated every page before I begin writing on it. So it goes from August 2010 is the first page, and then the last page is April 2022. And when you donate, and that's your tier, the earlier you donate, the earlier the date. That'll be done sequentially in order. Okay, next is your copy, your advance copy of The Timeless to Be Made, The Slaves of Time. An unwritten book, but that's what this whole thing is about. And so you'll get an advance copy of the second book, number 2 in the novel series, and it'll come to you by the end of January 2027. The project cutoff is January 1st, and then they'll be shipped out. All that jazz. So yeah, pretty awesome. Book 1, the manuscript page. Okay. After that, the next tier is manuscript pages from The Timeless to Be Made, The Slaves of Time. So I'm estimating that's going to be at least 1,000 pages. So there's 1,001 pages available. And if you pledge to that tier, you'll also get shipped an actual page of the manuscript, which I'll be working on regardless of everything for the next 2 years. Okay, and lastly, maybe there's this thing where you're like, I feel like discovering an unknown artist genius or something like that, I'm that person. So the last reward tier is signed and authenticized copies of my entire available literary portfolio, which is 3 short story collections spanning decades: Redemption and Revenge, Light Bleeding Light Into the Gutter, and the newest, which I thought I would go to jail for, 1,000 Nearest Moons. Pretty revolutionary, that one. Anyways, there's those 3 books. There's 99 literary works in all 3 of the compressed of all 3 of them together. Next, I have 2 survival poetry books. Survival poetry is a thing that I do. It's the writing you do when you're not doing the writing you're supposed to do. First one, a favorite of many, Poems Written on the Bus. Charming, delightful, obscure, and direct. Awesome book. And then Born Through the Wound has my favorite author photo on it. Written in Vietnam, pretty amazing. Another survival poetry book. And then lastly, this book is truly amazing. It's 598 lyrical prose reflections spanning over 7 years from an online spiritual blog that I was at the forefront of. It's called Visage Novel. It's really good in the bathroom because they're usually like half a page. Anyways, this is a good book. This is one of my last ones, and it's unique. And like I said, I'll be sending everyone an authenticity label on the bottom, which has my Field of Compress sticker, stamp, my Fragile Attorney, and then there'll be a personalized message for you too, which I'll be so honored to share. I mean, like, if we pull this off, this is crazy. And that's it. So once again, I'm stancing myself, I'm loading my flare gun, and I'm just like praying because I want to be supported in this. I want to do this so bad. And if I have to do it by myself, I will, okay? But the cool thing is, there's lots of beauty and love in the world. And it's going to win. So my beacon flare is there. And hopefully see you on the other side. So this is my writing desk at night, also known as the helm. And it's where I'll be composing the majority of book number 2 in the Kin Terrene series. Thanks so much for your support and for helping my dreams and my vision come into form. I won't let you down. Thanks again.